John Cena is a perfect fit for the United States Championship. John Cena's much talked about non-main event match at Wrestlemania is right around the corner. The man who has represented the company on the world stage for so long is seemingly unaffected by his spot on the card. He's the same Cena doing the same routine he always has. And in that regard, nothing is really any different at all. But it's the forgotten trophy at stake in this one that should be the talk of this storyline involving Cena and his Wrestlemania 31 opponent, Rusev. The United States Championship is one of the most prestigious titles in the industry, and the fact is that it's a perfect fit for WWE's top star. The belt has not been the topic of conversation when it comes to Cena's upcoming match, and understandably so. The focus has been on Cena and the fact that he will not be featured prominently on WWE's biggest night of the year. It's a scenario his fans likely thought they would never see, one that defies description. How can WWE's top guy not be involved in the main or semi-main event? But despite how many times the question has been asked, the truth is that the answer has always remained the same. WWE is moving forward, and that means that tomorrow's stars are getting their opportunities today. Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns all have very important matches with outcomes that could potentially affect the company for months to come. These are men who will help carry WWE forward and define the new era for the next generation. And somewhere in the middle of all that is Cena, the old pro. His time in the sun may not be over, but it could very well be there is more behind him than there is in front of him. But the man standing in front of him right now is Rusev, the current United States champion. The Bulgarian brute is thought by many to be one of tomorrow's stars who will represent WWE to the masses in the future. He has the look, he has the intensity, and he has the drive to live the character and excel in every angle he's booked in. And right now, he has a lengthy undefeated streak under his belt, which proves WWE sees something in him as well. But despite how talented Rusev is and no matter how impressive his upside may be, the fact is the conditions are right for Cena to go over at Wrestlemania. The streak itself is something that is just begging to be ended, and if there's any man on the WWE roster who could do it, it's definitely Cena. But it's the belt around Rusev's waist that Cena's character is surely eyeing the most. Cena is the all-American boy, the clean-cut good guy who always does the right thing and never backs down from a fight. He is the epitome of the red, white and blue, the soldier who stands true for what he believes in and does not give up, no matter how many times he's outnumbered. He's WWE's answer to Captain America, and a man billed as the Russian hero is in possession of America's championship. It's an angle that practically writes itself. It's because of this that Cena should be United States champion. It's a title that is meant to be around his waist, one he can wear when he visits wounded soldiers and does photo shoots on military bases. But it's not just the novelty of seeing the flag around Captain America's waist that should intrigue fans. The status of WWE's secondary titles has often been the source of complaints and grief among fans who believe the belts should mean more and receive more spotlight. The only way to make that happen is to put the titles on guys capable of elevating them as high as possible. There is no better reason why Cena should win the US title at Wrestlemania. Cena hoisting the belt above his head, proclaiming its greatness, smiling as he puts it on the shoulders of servicemen in the front row, all of this screams perfection. The belt's value would instantly go up the moment Cena's arm is raised at Mania, and it would only increase the longer it's in his possession. However, this should not be the end for Rusev. The winning streak would be over, but his career would not be. He could remain a thorn in Cena's side, feuding with him sporadically, constantly referencing the championship belt he lost to the American hero at Wrestlemania. Rusev could even regain the title from Cena, bringing the angle full circle. He would not lose any ground, and Cena would be able to give the strap the attention it deserves to be considered an elite championship in the company.